Yo, 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 what it do, what it do, what it do. Welcome aboard Cardboard Sim. Y'all gotta give me a minute. I'm, excuse me, a little bit behind the ball tonight. Just gotta fix something real quick. Do I have my... Okay, I do. Cool. Let's go in here. Come on in. It's gonna be a couple minutes. I'm trying to sort myself out here. Oh, how y'all doing today? What's good? What's good in the sim hood? Let's get my beverages together. Should be good right there. All right, cool. Yo, Val, what's up, my mans? So, yesterday, towards the end, I was having some issues with the stream. But when I went back and watched the playback was fluid. So I don't think it was a OBS thing, it was a YouTube thing. So hopefully we don't have those problems tonight. So we are here in Iowa, where we landed yesterday, and I decided tonight that we're gonna do a live real-time live weather flight up to Green Bay in Wisconsin, because originally I wanted to do Wisconsin yesterday and step myself down, so I'm kind of going backwards, but that's all right. It's all working itself out, because once we land in Wisconsin, I'll be headed down to Chicago. I don't know exactly where I want to land, but it's gonna be somewhere in Chicago. But nonetheless, that's the plans for today and tomorrow. So updates. Well, first off, let's get some air going. Jesus, it is warm in here. We got good power. Brakes are set. We filled up last night, so left tank. Let's get some power going, and let's get it cranked up. All right. -4. Let's get some PDOT heat going there. Let's get some beacon and some nav going. Get some air flowing on it here. So updates. I managed to get my fuel tank selector switch back up and running again. Found out that my ground wire had came loose back there, and that's why it's been inoperable for the last few months, and I just, be honest, too lazy to go back there and play with all that stuff. So alright, that's working cool. So now that that's working, I'm actually able to now run my fuel the way I'm supposed to, and see exactly how much fuel I'm actually burning through these trips. So like I said, today we are headed to Green Bay, Austin International. I do have FSLTL up and running tonight, just to bring a little bit more eye candy at the airports and whatnot. We might see some stuff flying through the air tonight. It just all depends, because FSLTL runs off of live traffic. So if there's no flights coming in here or whatnot, you know, you're not going to see it. So that's running. I really didn't do any more tweaking today. I kind of left things as they were from yesterday. It seems to be running pretty smooth, so I don't want to go and tamper with anything right now. What else? I did do a couple little tweaks in the what do you call it? The real FS Realistic Pro. Yeah, changed a couple settings around in there. As you can see, it's very, very windy here. We are rocking pretty good. We got 20 knot winds right now. Today's flight is 221 nautical miles. So a pretty chill flight tonight. And yeah, we are going to roll with that. So as always, let's check the weather. Let's see here. Nope, that's not what I want. Oh, what you doing? So let's get some ADAS going here on 12415.
Airport, information Romeo. 0152 Zulu. Wind 100 at 16. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature -4. Dew point -12. Altimeter 3047. Arriving and departing runways 9er, 13. Visual approaches in use. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 125.45. Advise on initial contact. You have information Romeo.
That's what we have. We have Romeo. So runway 9er looks like it's going to be our runway of choice. Okay. Cool. Let's check surfaces real quick, make sure that's good. That goes up, that goes down, that goes up, that goes down. Flight control surfaces feels good to go. Alright. Cedar clearance, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is at General Aviation with Romeo, looking to pick up VFR flight following to Green Bay, Austin International at 4,000 feet.
Bonanza Bonanza 424 Romeo, Papa, Cedar Rapids clearance, cleared VFR to Green Bay Austin International. Maintain VFR at or below 4,000 feet. Departure on 134.05 squawk 6542.
Cleared VFR to Green Bay Austin International. Maintain at or below 4,000. Departure on 134.05 squawk 6542. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa.
Bonanza for Romeo Papa. Read back correct. Contact ground on 121.6.
Switching to ground on 1216. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa today. All right. Cedar ground, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa's ready to taxi runway 9er.
Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, Cedar Rapids ground, taxi to runway 9er via Delta. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready for departure.
Taxi to runway 9er via Delta. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready for departure. Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Runway 9er via Delta. Should be Alpha, but that's okay. Is somebody here? Sound like somebody's trying to key in. All right, cool. Let's get some strobes going, some taxi lights going. Brake check. Brakes are good. First notch of flaps coming in. Rate 9er. Let's get the head and bug in on that. Hey yo, Jimmy, what do you do, my mans? Hey, I was waiting for you to come in, man. I wanted to say it to you personally. I appreciate the gift. Didn't get a chance to really tinker with it like I wanted to today, so I would definitely be messing with it over the weekend for sure. Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry to hear that, 4-2. Well, I'll be praying for your recovery, man. Hope you come out of that stronger than ever, man. Get you some rest. We'll be here. Wait a second. Where am I going? I made a turn. I made a wrong turn. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna have to flip around here, y'all. Sitting here talking. And made a wrong turn. Well, I wonder if I could take. Let me see if I can request. See the ground, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa requests runway 13 for departure. Let's see if they give that to me. We could take 13.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, taxi to runway 13 via Delta. Contact
Awesome.
tower on 118.7 when ready for departure.
Switching to 118, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa Cadet. Yeah, we could take 13. That's fine. We'll have a little bit. I mean, of course, runway 9 would have been the best choice. But 13 is still good. Yeah. Okay. 1187. Cedar Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is holding short, runway 3, ready for departure. You know what? I want to add something real quick while we're sitting here.
Cedar Rapids departures. Skyhawk 733 more kilos at 1,200, climbing up to 1,500.
Oh,
733 November Kilo, Cedar Rapids departure, radar contact lost. Maintain VFR at or below 1500 feet. Contact departure on 134.05 for flight following.
Cedar Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa's holding short, runway 13, ready for departure.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Cedar Rapids Tower, runway 13, winds 100 at 16, gusting 24, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 13, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa. Alright, landing lights are on. Let's squawk altitude and let's get it. Alright.
733 November Kilo, unable to provide flight following without radar contact. Contact departure on 134.05 for further assistance.
Alright, we are clear final. And we are clear down the runway. We actually got somebody else out here on SayIntentions. That's a live ATC right there. Alright, cool, let's ride. Right rudder, right rudder. Ooh, lot of right rudder. Ooh. Oh, she's climbing, man. It's went crazy. Speed checks, gear up.
November
Flaps
Kilo,
up.
contact departure.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Taxi lights off.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, contact departure on 134.05.
Going to 13405, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa Cadet. And let's make our left turn out. Cedar Center, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is through 2,700 for 4,000.
Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, Cedar Rapids approach, radar contact.
like a school down here. Probably a high school. Man, this is just gorgeous, man. Alright, altitude is bugged. Nav is bugged. And we are on our way. Crazy crosswind on this flight, man. Oh. Alright, there's 4,000. Landing light is off. And we are on our way, y'all. 215 nautical miles to go. We are an hour and 10 out. So yeah, I think the PC is really loving the settings. What shall I say? The sim is loving the settings. I have no complaints. I must say, it is running very smooth. And I mean, you know, you look at the details. It is remarkable. The level of detail that I see. The textures, the colors, the depth of field is just, it's amazing. So yeah, I think my settings are pretty much where they're going to be for now. Now if I had these settings with a 4090, oh man, crazy. But it's all good though. I have no complaints. So what is going on, y'all? Like I said, I had a little bit of work today. Not too much. The weather's been pretty horrible all week, so today was pretty much the first day since Monday I was really able to get out and do anything. And I got my work cut out for me next week for sure. Weather permitting. We're supposed to be getting back up into the 70s next week, so that's a good thing. So Jimmy, where are you at on your build, man? Were you able to get the rest of it all hooked up? Nice. That's what's up. Waiting on that video. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make sure when I start mine, that I got enough time to get it set up so it'll be ready to go, you know, for that whatever night flight it is. Cause I'm gonna have to I know I still got some soldering iron. I'm gonna have to come back and solder all of the LEDs and all that good stuff.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Cedar Rapids approach, contact Chicago Center on 132.8.
Switching to 132.8, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, good day. Chicago Center, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, level at 4,000.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Chicago Center. Good evening, Martel altimeter 30.50.
3050 Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa. Put in 3 micro switches, but didn't realize they were ons. Sent away or on, off, on. I mean, yeah, that, you know, that's the beautiful thing about mobiflight is you can, like, that, most of that doesn't even really matter. I mean, it's, cause I think my well, yeah, my flap switch is a on off on, but it's configured as a on in a sense, you know. You know, as far as the RGB goes, you know, I'm gonna do some research on that. Well, not do research, but I want to, excuse me, I want to play around with the lighting a little bit more, because I have what I would like to do. So underneath my switch panel, I have my little circuit breaker panels, and I actually would like to run another strip underneath to light the circuit breaker panels up as well. So that would be 1, 2, 3. That'll be 3, and then the 2 I have up here, I could splice in together. So that'll be 4. So that's 4 channels. That leaves me with 2, right? I kind of like this color that I have on the one that kind of gives more of like a yellowish, greenish color. It kind of deadens the white that's behind it, you know. Now in the future, I don't know when, but in the future, what I would like to do, honestly, is actually 3D print all of my steam gauges and have all of them working on servos. I don't know if I want to do all that though. I might not do that. I mean, it would be cool, but I don't know if I want to do that, because then I was thinking, like, if you look at, you know, how most of the, you know, the panels are made, you know, they have the little lamps that actually throws light onto the gauges themselves, and then you have your panel lighting. But since I'm running, you know, tablets and iPads, it's really going to kind of defeat the purpose of having those. Yeah, I mean, you know, it would probably, let's see, I got a 6-pack right now, right? So I would say it would probably take me about a week to print all the gauges out. And then, you know, I just have to print out all of my labels and all that good stuff, which that is nothing. And then just put them together and then wire them up. The wiring up is fairly simple. But do I want to deal with the headache of, you know, a servo maybe going down, or then I gotta get behind the panel? I don't know if I want to do all that. This is a turn on, set it, forget it, and we're good to go, you know? Yeah, Captain Bob, he has a lot of his STL files on Thingiverse and printables. So they're pretty accessible. I would like to I want to print me out a bezel for the engine management display. Just feels kind of naked right here, so one of these days I'm gonna get the measurements and print me out a bezel for that. Hey Reggie, how's it going, man? Sorry I'm late, I didn't get enough. Nope, no worries, man. You only missed out on a few miles. It's not gonna hurt you none. This flight's not too bad tonight. We're 58 minutes out. I just wanted to go ahead and get Wisconsin knocked out. Now I know Shade Tree Sim, I think most of his panel is all 3D printed as well. So I don't know, we'll see. I know at some point way down the road, I'm gonna probably have to rebuild the sim, and when I do, that's when I'm gonna make some major changes. It's still gonna be cardboard. Well, honestly, I really don't want to change anything. If it can stay together, I'd rather just keep it together. I know on the sides is going to be, when I finally have to dismantle this thing, it's I didn't build this thing as a way to dismantle and put back together. You know, I didn't think that far ahead when I was putting it together. So, and I mean, honestly, the next move is going to be the final move. So it really doesn't matter. I'll just have to try to preserve what I can when I break it down and go from there. We'll see. Okay, cool, Jimmy. I'll check that out once we touch down. I want to test out this new camera view I got here. What y'all think about that? Y'all like that one? I don't know if I like it now. It looked kind of cool when it was on the ground. It's kind of weird. Nah, they're never done. They're never done, Jimmy. Cool, Reggie. Should I keep this one or should I toss this one and find another custom view? I'm just trying to play with different angles and things like that, just to, like I said, you know, spruce it up a little bit around here. Well, cool. That'll work. I'm glad you like it, Reggie. I'll keep that one in the pocket. Oh, Jimmy, man, like I said, you're seeing it in 1080p. But what in 4K, man, it don't get any better than this. Now, I wish, I'll put it to you this way, if FS2024 could somehow move their night lighting over to 2020, I would probably never fly 2024. I would have no need to fly 2024. Yeah, I had to bring in some different music, man. I had to bring in some different music. My chill music was after going back and you know, reviewing my streams and stuff, I'm just like, yeah, it's been well overdue. It's getting a little hazy out here. Now, Jimmy, I got a question for you. So, in these type of conditions, right? So, now I checked the weather down in or up in Green Bay where we're headed, right? And weather seems pretty good up there. So in situations like this, when you're VFR and you know you get this haze condition going, do you technically have to climb above it, or how I mean, because you can still see, but it's not. How does that work? Well, I'm glad your dogs love it. We rock it out. You know, I'm all about trying to better my skills in the sim. Like I said, it's 3 miles visibility. Okay. But now, is that 3 miles visibility as far as it's got to be clear, like a clear 3 mile visibility, or as long as I can see 3 miles ahead or you know around me, then I'm pretty much good. So like in these conditions, I'm good to go. As the pilot sees. Okay. Okay. So I'm good then. Yeah, I'm trying to work on all the little things that I know there's a lot of things that I don't do right. But in time I'll get there, and you know that was the whole purpose for my sim. You know, as an aviation enthusiast, and even though I don't have my pilot's license, you know that is a goal of mine in the future. So, you know, I try my best to treat my sim and my experiences as real as I can for as much knowledge that I have, if that makes sense. So I don't want anybody on my live. Don't be trying to learn from me, 'cause I'm telling you, you won't make it out alive. You follow me. I just spend a lot of time watching people who really fly for real, and I just sit back and listen and watch and learn. Like when I be at work, you know, instead of listening to music, sometimes I might just turn on like a YouTube channel, and that you know somebody's doing like VFR flying, and I'll just tune out and just listen to their, you know, what they talking about, how they're interacting with ATC, you know, things like that. And I try to stay within the bonanza realm because that's what I fly. So I try to learn from them and then implement it in my sim. I actually have a check. I need to start using my checklist really. I printed one out. I think I used it once. I think I need to go ahead and pull it out so I can start practicing using that as well. Yeah. This is where it all starts. I definitely enjoy it. I don't know what it is. It's just, even though I know it's not real, but this sim makes it feel real, and it just kind of is nothing feels better than getting in this thing and then just taking off, setting it on cruise, man, and then just zone out, man. You know, think about life, think about the future, you know, just whatever. Like I'm in a whole different area when I'm in here. Oh, I am, Jimmy? I appreciate that. I really do. You know, I'll always be the one to battle with anybody. But I guess it really just depends on how you look at it. You know, like, I'm gonna be honest, it irks my nerve when people say, oh, it's just a game. It's not a game. It doesn't say Microsoft Flight Game. It says Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not a game. I mean, maybe the others, you know, and that's what I'm saying. But anybody that want to argue me down, we can have this argument. I don't. You treat it as a game, then yeah, it can be a game. You know, you take off, you want to crash into people and stuff like that, then yeah, like go do that elsewhere, you know. But don't come over here and mess things up for the people that really do this for the love of it, you know. Oh, appreciate that, Reggie. No, I'm no private pilot, man. I would love to be. That is a goal of mine that I would love to reach one day. Yeah, Jimmy, and you know that's what I really want to do it for. You know, I really want to use it to train, because I'm really about this thing. You know, like this, and you know, it's just fortunate enough that I've learned how to put this all together, and you know, I want to just share my experiences with other like-minded people who got love for flight simulation. And you know, I just want my overall goal for this channel really just to be an inspiration for others. You know, whether it's, you know, you want to go for your private pilot license one day, like I'm trying to do, or you know, just get inspiration on, hey, I would like to have something like that, but I don't have the money. Okay, well, you can build a flight sim just like this on a budget. This is a budget build, outside of electronics, of course. I mean, that's not really budget, but you know, the build itself. So that's what it's all for. And on top of the fact, you know, being able to come into the streams like this and talk to people like you and Reggie who like flies for real. So, you know, we all get to pass on our experiences and our knowledge, whether it's flight sim, how to set it up, how to program this, how to wire that, or just asking real world flight questions like I did just now, you know. And that's what it's all about for me. I appreciate that, Reggie, and I will continue to make content. You know, like I said, I really do this for the fun and for the love of it. And so, you know, if my channel blows up, which I would love for it to do, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and say that I don't want it to blow up. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm doing, whether I have 1,000 people watching my streams live, or I'm in here by myself just talking to myself. I'm fine with that too. You know, there's no shame in my game. If I can help at least one person, then I've done my job. All right. Thanks for the heads up, Reggie. I'll check that and see what's going on with that. My next step is to get the G3 going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, Air Managers. Do you already have one of the Do you already have Air Manager working already, Jimmy? Oh, this will be your first plug-in. I found your channel. YouTube sent it to me as a channel that I'm like, cool. I gotta get better at my my thumbnails. My thumbnails are garbage. I'm not gonna lie. I be playing around with stuff sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes thumbnails work, and then sometimes I feel like it doesn't. It doesn't. You know. I had it before a long time ago. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know how to work the app version of Air Manager. When it comes to the desktop version, I'm lost. I have the program downloaded just as a backup for whatever reason. If something were to happen and my iPad can't be in here no more, whatever reason, and I have to put another display behind this panel, I already have that in. What I should do is actually go in there and go ahead and get it set up. But I don't think that I'm gonna have any problems with the iPad anytime soon. Oh, okay. Oh snap! Val is almost there. Hey, did you post up the your layout in the Discord? I'd like to see it. And the cool thing about I don't know if they completely got Air Manager working for well, I know they have a beta version for FS2024. But I know it's definitely solid for FS2020 for sure. A lot of people use it. Cool. Appreciate that, Val. Let's get some lights in here. A little dark, don't you think? Right now, my PFD is a JPEG. Okay. Hey, that's where it all starts. I really wish I'm gonna have to figure out how to. I might recreate, because see, something that I didn't do and I wish I would have done in the very beginning of this channel was do videos step by step as I was building the sim, and I didn't do it, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't do that. I have a few pictures throughout the building process. It'll be kind of hard to do it again, but maybe I can figure out a way to just go through and kind of do a step by step on where my mind was at when I was putting it all together, you know? Because truth be told, while I'm sitting here talking. See, real quick, not to change subject, but I gotta change subject. So most of y'all wasn't in the chat in the beginning. So in the beginning of the stream, I was talking about updates, and one of the updates that I did was I finally got my my fuel tank select switch to work again. I got to doing some digging and found out my ground wire had came loose, so I put that back in so that I actually use my fuel selector switch now. So I've been flying for the last at least 2 or 3 months on just unlimited fuel because I didn't have no way of switching the tanks. So I didn't turn that off, so now I'm actually using it. I've been sitting here talking the whole time, and I'm glad I looked down because technically, well, from what I read with this aircraft, you don't want to be, well, I think it says you're not supposed to take off no less than 13 gallons a tank, and this plane holds 22 gallons per tank. So I've been sitting here talking this whole time, wasn't even thinking about my fuel, and I'm down to 8 gallons in my left tank. So now I gotta get back into my brain thinking, all right, I gotta switch my tanks, you know. So, oh, crazy stuff. Every 30 minutes, gotcha. I need to come up with a little I wonder if mobiflight can do that. If not, I need to get me a little timer or something to put over here on the side, and so that every 30 minutes it just gives me a little beep or a little warning to let me know to switch my tanks. Yeah, about ran out of fuel, Reggie. Out here talking. Yeah, I just changed over now, so we on the right tank now. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I actually did that before. I was flying with some guys out of South Africa. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this flight, or yeah, it's a flight sim. Well, they got a group on Facebook. It's called ZS Flyers. These guys are out of South Africa, and I tapped into them earlier this year. And I was doing a lot of flying with them. Cool guys, man. Very cool guys. And got up in the air, and we were just kind of flying around Cape Town area and stuff like that. And we left out of Cape Town, and we was headed back to this other little airstrip that they like to take off and land in. And all of a sudden, my engine go out. I'm like, what's going on? I don't even know what's going on. So I call into tower because we wasn't too far out. And I was like, you know, like declare emergency. I just lost my engine, and you know, so he cleared me back, you know, to the airport. And unfortunately, I didn't even make it. I ended up crashing. My new panel will remind me. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, I need to get me something to remind me. I wonder if I can, cause I got a bunch of LEDs over here. I wonder if I can just throw a little LED in here, and then, you know, set it up in mobiflight and set up as like a timer. Like, I don't know, I gotta check to see if mobiflight does something like that. I have to see. I haven't dug that far. You wouldn't be the first one who ran out of gas and had fuel full. So Reggie, I worked on, I have 2 switches that I had installed on this panel in the beginning phases, because like I said, the plane that I modeled originally was the BR Sim Designs H35 model, and that plane had tip tanks. And so I wired up my left and right tip tank fuel transfer switches. So I'm like, well, before I go out and buy new switches, let me see if I can get these ones up and running. And there isn't a preset in mobiflight right now, But see, but what I found out was that the cabin heat is that's gonna be based off a potentiometer. So I got some sliding potentiometers somewhere in my junk drawer. So I'll have to get a sliding potentiometer to get that to work. And then as far as the de-ice, the prop de-ice, and the anti-ice, I couldn't seem to get those to work. So what I'm gonna have, it's gonna take me a little bit, because situations like this, it's not an easy thing to do. Because what you got to do is you got to go into developer mode, and then you got to go in to the debug section. Pretty much everything where all the codes and all the stuff for the plane is. So you got to go through there. You got to find whatever, you know, variable is creating that function for, you know, that switch or that lever to function. Then you gotta read what type of variable it is, and then you gotta move that over into mobiflight. Downside with mobiflight in some areas, and I don't know if they got it fixed, but there are certain variables that it doesn't work, which is weird to me. And like that was like a year or two. Well, I'd say like a year ago. So they might have fixed it. But anyway, so like I know before, like if it was an L variable, there was no way that you can actually get the L variable to work.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, contact Chicago Center on 135.45.
Going to 13545, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, good day. Chicago Center, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa is level at 4,000.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Chicago Center, good evening, Merrimack, altimeter 30.62.
3062, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa. One of the reasons they call it the Dr. Well, I killed myself that night on that one. I'm not gonna lie. That was my fault. Just not thinking. I used to use my GTX transponder. It had a timer function on it. Actually, with the GTN. Okay, that's the problem with GUI's command line, baby. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. So what I've done for the time being is I've just disabled the icing so that we don't have those problems. Now, the cool thing about FS2020 is they actually have 3 different functions when it comes to that. You can turn it completely off like I did, so even if you're in icing conditions, nothing will show up. Then you also have one where you'll get the visuals, so you'll see icing, but it won't affect the overall performance of the aircraft. And then of course you have the other one where you see it's going to affect the aircraft. So I just disabled it for now until I can troubleshoot those switches and get those up and running. I really got to get back behind this panel, and oh, I am dreading it, y'all. Probably after the tour. That's gonna be my goal. After this tour, I'm going to shut it down for a day, slide this thing back away from the wall. It's not gonna be a rewire, it's just gonna be a complete redo of my cable management. That's the problem. I got so much stuff going on back there. I have wires still connected that don't go to nothing no more. I got wires. It's a disaster. I'm ashamed to even talk about it, but it gets like that from time to time. But I need to get back there. I need to clean it up. And what we got going on in front of us here? Air Show 16. A DC-3. Nice. Okay, that makes sense. I decided to hop in and fly a leg with you. And I'm icing up back here, and I'm wondering how are you still flying? I'm VFR. Jack, were you are you flying are you on SayIntentions? Man, I wish I knew you was flying with me. I would have made sure that we rode out together. Hey, real quick, if anybody wants to fly along with me on this, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know, and I'll make sure that I have the Discord up and running, and I'll be logged in. Whoa, DC-3, a DC-3 climber like that? That can't be a DC-3. That's weird. What's that all about? Okay, that's got to be something else, because he's back down here. Anyway. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, we're VFR, Reggie. I don't know if I said it already. Oh, okay, I got you, Jack. You got the airport that I'm going to? I think what I'll do tomorrow, oh man, that might be kind of rough though. It just depends. I mean, when is Chicago never? Well, I'm not gonna do Chicago O'Hare, of course. That'll just be stupid. Chicago O'Hare. I don't even want to. Oh Lord, just looking at it on the, just looking at Chicago O'Hare up here, just making my head hurt already. Jeez, gosh, that place. I could do Chicago Midway, maybe. Yep, alright, cool. Yep, that's where we're going. Meigs Field. Thank you, Jimmy. That's what I was looking for. I don't know why I was thinking of Payne Field. Meigs Field. That's where we're going. just couldn't think of the name of it. Well, I am currently 64 miles out from Green Bay. What you flying in, Jack, if you don't mind me asking? Oh shoot, you might catch up with me. That little thing can move. Right. Right, Rich. Alright, these lights gotta come off now. Good gracious. These little boogers can actually push out some heat. Man. I can see again. I wonder where this DC-3 is going. That's a good one, Jack. Hey, we all can have a dream, right? Nothing wrong with that. There's a flight school about an hour and a half from where I live. Crazy thing is, I didn't even know this place existed. So my wife is very, very good at surprises. She's very, very good at finding things. And so for my birthday this year, she took me up to this. It's a smokehouse up on it's a rooftop smokehouse at an airfield, and there's a school there, and they fly the DA-62s. So you want to talk about somebody grinning from ear to ear? We're talking eating some good old barbecue, good drinks, and sit out on a top, a rooftop, and watch planes land and take off. Man, I could have sat out there all day. Did a backseat ride in the DA-50 when it was on tour. Oh, nice. I gotta get my Discovery flight in. One of these days I'm gonna do it. One of these days. Alright, now these clouds, I don't like y'all like this now. Can I still see through? I can still see. Alright. This look like it might be, I might have to come down a little bit. Might be a little too thick for VFR. I don't like this. Let's go down to 3. Get out of these clouds. $1,000 above, 2,000 horizontal, and 500 below. Cloud separation. So I was at 4. I'm dropping down to 3, so I should be good then, right? $1,000 above, okay, got that. 2,000 horizontal. I'm good there. And clouds are not beneath me, so only have to be 500 below. Okay, so that just confused me with 1,000 above. Looks like we got the field in sight, or it's coming into play here, I think. No, never mind. That's a lie. We still 40 miles out. That's Appleton International coming up. Three-mile visibility. Okay, so what? So you said 1,000 above. I got the 2,000 and the 500 below. Or are you saying I only have to be 500? If I'm below, I only have to be 500 below. If I'm above it, I got to be 1,000 above and at least 2,000 horizontally, I think. Imagine a plane popping out. They want you to have time to. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. I got you, Jimmy. Starting to make sense now. What's on your wish list for your flight sim in the future? The one you're flying now is outstanding. My wish list. Okay, so my wish list for the sim, I would like to have all force feedback in the sim, and I would like to have dual yoke force feedback with dual force feedback rudder pedals. Do I really need 2 sets? No. Do I want it? Yes. Because in the future, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the only one that's going to be flying. I mean, for the most part, I am the only one flying it. But, you know, just in case I do have, you know, family or friends, or, hey, one of y'all decide to pop in this side of town and want to come and fly, you know, to be able to enjoy the experience just as well as I am, you know, I do. And we don't have to swap seats, you know. So definitely force feedback. I would like to get butt kickers installed. I don't know if I want to spend butt kicker money as far as, you know, that specific brand of transducers. There's, I forget the name of it. There's a don't get me to lie, I can't remember off the top of my head, but you can buy like 2 transducers for like $50 on Amazon. And I have an audio, it's a Audio Plus, man, I can't think of it. It's like a audio box pretty much, where you plug in, you know, speakers or whatever the case may be. But it's pretty much the same thing, and all I'm doing is just feeding the frequency into, you know, the transducers and the transducer shake. That's all it is. So I would like to get those installed under the seats, just to get that vibration going, you know, to feel all the bumps and the vibrations of the plane and yada yada yada. So that's on the list. I would like to upgrade the GPU eventually to either a 4090 or a 5090 when they come out next year, just to really have that extra. That's it on the wish list. And what else? I would like to get an FIP installed, at least one for now, on the co-pilot side, right above my test switch, to put a display maybe a G5 in that one, for whenever the time comes when I get the other yoke installed. The co-pilot will have something to gauge off of versus, you know, looking on the other side. Man, these clouds rolled in. Glad I dropped down. What else? I would like to make the sim motion. I would definitely have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Reinforce the frame, for sure. For starters, it would definitely have to be reinforced, because right now it wouldn't make a pitch up. So
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Chicago Center, contact Minneapolis Center on 133.175.
going to 133.175, and has a 4 Romeo Papa. Good day. That's bright. Come on. Work with me here. Chicago Center, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa is level 3000.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Minneapolis Center. Good evening, Nina, altimeter 30.65.
3065, Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. So that's crazy, because you tell me one thing, but then when I go to it, it's a whole different center. That's all right, though. But yeah, like I said, I would like to make it a motion sim. And it's not going to be a crazy motion sim. You know, I think I talked about it yesterday or the leg before. What I would like to do is actually put the sim on actuators, linear actuators, on all four corners, and you know, it'll be enough to give me, you know, a little bit of roll, a little bit of pitch up and down, and then, you know, I'll get the heave motion, you know, so the whole sim goes up and down, so you can really feel it when you're catching, you know, the turbulence and stuff like that. Not too much worried about yaw. It might give me yaw. I think it just really depends on how I place the actuators. So like I know the program, I know what I need to do. It's just getting the stuff, but like that's far out. That'll probably end up being the last thing I end up really doing, honestly. But outside of that, we're pretty much where I would like to be with it. Yeah, maybe redo a couple touch-ups. Like I would like to redo my my 6-pack panel, because when I put this this wood grain peeling stick, that didn't work out too well for me. It didn't lay down as good as I want, but I knew that was going to happen because I wasn't about to take my bezels off, because yeah, we don't want to. I didn't really feel like going cutting cups and redoing it again, so I kind of tried to lay it over top of everything and cut around it, and yeah, it was a disaster. So yeah, do that. I would like to add some proper cup holders in here. And I think that's really about it, man, for the sim. I mean, there's really nothing else that needs to be added from this point. I mean, the sim itself gives me everything that I need to fly.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, you're cleared into the Green Bay, Austin Straubel International Airport class, Charlie airspace. Continue straight in towards the field. Descend at your discretion. Expect runway 24.
Cleared into the Green Bay Austin International Airport class Charlie airspace. Continue straight in towards the field. Descend at my discretion. Expect runway 24. Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. Yeah, so that's pretty much my wish list. And little by little it'll get there. Well, I appreciate that, Reggie. I'm glad you like it. All right.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, contact Green Bay Tower on 118.7.
On the Green Bay Tower on 1187, Bonanza 424, and Papa, good day. Runway 24. Green Bay Tower, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa, 12 miles south of the field, inbound, runway 24, full stop.
Bonanza 424 Romeo, Papa, Green Bay Tower, enter left downwind for runway 24.
Enter left downwind for runway 24, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa. Alright.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, enter left downwind for runway 24, winds 350 at 3, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, Bonanza 424, Romeo Papa. Alright, what's the field elevation? I should have checked this way before. Field elevation is 695. Winds are 340 at 3, visibility is 10, ceiling is 24, temps -10, dew point -14. Alternate 3070. Okay. So 695. 665. Alright. Autopilot is coming off. Landing light is coming on. And we'll start our descent. We'll get the visual 2.4 loaded in. Got the field in sight. Well, that ended up working out. We are even with tanks. We are 8-8. Oh man. Here's the field off to the left. Looking for 154. I always thought it was 160, but it's actually 154 max landing gear and flaps. .154 speed checks. Gear is coming down. First master flaps coming in. The Green Bay Stadium right here in front of us, y'all. Ooh. Alright. We'll keep that coming in a little bit more. I see you, Jack. 2,332 feet. Second notch flaps coming in. Lower up just a little bit to 75. That's that sweet spot. There we go. We are down. Let's see Jack land.
Bonanza 4 Romeo Papa, welcome to Green Bay. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Going to 1219er Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa. Good day. Let's clean her up. Green Bay ground, Bonanza 24 Romeo Papa is clear. Runway 24 holding short on Delta 2, looking for GA parking.
Bonanza 424 Romeo Papa, Green Bay ground, taxi to general aviation parking via Delta 1, Delta 3, Alpha Mike, Mike 1. Have a great day.
Taxi parking via Delta 1, Delta 3, Alpha Mike, Mike 1. Bonanza 424 and Papa. Good day. Alright, so, well, first off, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide over here. Well, this is Delta right here. Where is Jack Sparrow? There he is. Matter of fact, you know what? I am going to deviate. Well, I should have stayed right there. He's coming in pretty good. Get over here real quick. No pressure, Jack. We're gonna park over here. Oh, gotta see this. Alright, there we go. We'll leave engines running for now. It's cold out here, forget that. Jack is coming in. Yeah, Jack was rolling. Told you he was gonna catch up with me. Here he comes. Can y'all see him? Y'all should be able to see him. No pressure, Jack. No pressure. No pressure. Let me turn that off there. Here he comes. The moment of truth. Nice, nice. Very nice, Jack. Bravo to Jack. How much drag do you get when the landing gear comes down? Oh, you can feel it. You can definitely feel it on this one. Don't mention that. Oh, my bad. I had a sore tooth on that one. Smooth as silk. Man, look, I learned. I used to fly it. I used to bring this plane in so fast for no reason. I don't even know why. And when I started studying more and learning more about this aircraft, I'm like, oh, I'm coming in way too fast. So I found a sweet spot, you know. And this one in particular, she likes 75 over the fence. I mean, 80 is still doable, not a problem. But 75 just gives that great balance. And then yeah, just the flare. Because when I'm full flaps and I'm below, you know, 70 on the flare, she automatically want to take off again. So I'm still learning how to just barely pull back a little bit and just kind of let her bring herself down. One thing that I learned was not to pull throttle full out. Now I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way. I just learned that if I still got a little bit of power in, she does all right. That's a nice looking DA62 you got there, Jack. So yeah. Very nice. That is a very clean bird you got there, Jack. Very nice. Well, I'll tell you, looking at it in my view, it's beautiful. Wow. Hey, what's up with the with the cargo truck? My man, he just came right through us. Well, that was nice, man. Man, had I known you was gonna log in, man, I would have held out a few more minutes. But you was smoking. I mean, I saw you coming in when I was on final. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, are there any third-party DA62s that kind of gives you what you're looking for? Get some lights on here. Hey Jack, do you have Discord? Yeah, there are mods for it, but I think the guy that did was in Ukraine, so it broke on the last updates. Haven't checked. Oh, okay, dang. Okay, cool. Hey, well, listen, if you up for it tomorrow, the flight won't be too long tomorrow. Should be actually might be a little bit shorter. We're gonna head to Page Field tomorrow, and that'll knock down Illinois. So if you up for it, 10 o'clock. I mean, I could log in a little, sooner, just to make sure everything is set or whatnot. Yeah, 10 o'clock. All my streams start at 10. And get you all set up in there, and we could do this thing tomorrow if you want to. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Okay, cool. So matter of fact, if you want a few moments after we shut down here, if you want to head over, and we can go ahead and get things set up if you have a few minutes, just to make sure everything is working, and then so that way, 5-10 minutes to start time, we can load in and kind of get things sorted and be ready to rock and roll. And like I said, if there's anybody else in the chat, that want to fly along, feel free. Just get yourself logged into the Discord and get your headset and your push to talk and all that stuff set up. And we can rock this thing out. Cool, well, then I'll definitely see you tomorrow then, Jack. That live will be off the chain. I can't wait. Yeah, Reggie. Fun stuff. It's getting warm up in here now. Soon. Don't worry, Val. There is plenty more flying to do after the tour. I mean, if you could fly during the tour, cool. But if not, man, the tour doesn't end. The tour ends, but the flying doesn't, so we still gonna be, because I would like to do an island hop tour, maybe take off from somewhere in Florida and kind of go and do an island tour, kind of stop through the islands and all that good stuff and work our way back up I'm thinking maybe something like take out of, leave out of Florida. Go do the islands all the way down the chain, come back around, and then maybe, head out to like Cancun, hang out over there, and then, the final stop will be from Cancun back to Florida. Maybe shut down in the Florida Keys or something. So I got ideas in my head. So there's a lot of flights ahead. Wasn't expecting to make the tour. Okay. Don't expect the tour to happen. Not this tour. Like I said, I'm waiting on Air Manager. So whenever Air Manager decides to kick it into high gear and get the app up and running for 2024, I'm gonna be hanging low over here on 2020 until until that happens. Yeah, I definitely want to, whenever that island tour comes up, I definitely want to make sure I have all the great packages and sceneries downloaded for that tour, because I know that's gonna be a blast. Like, one of my favorite ones is St. Martin. I love flying in out of there, man. I could do laps around that island all day long and never get tired of it. There, St. Bart, all of those. But there's still some of the other islands that I haven't touched yet, so that'll be a good sight to see. Yeah, I mean, we still got bush trips. I gotta get in touch with my man. He's the one that got me into bush tripping. So I gotta get back in touch with him, see what's going on, and get back into some bush trips. I would like to do a world tour, but I would like for that the world tour to be like a gang of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a whole bunch of us. Just, man, we just take off and do what we do. Speaking of, hey, Jack, so that's you're gonna be flying the DA62 tomorrow, I'm assuming. Oh man, you should go back to some of my older videos, man. We was out there doing bush trips, man. There was just some stuff I'm just like, dude, what are we doing? Discord link invalid. Okay, let me hold on. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Alright. Shoot, you might make me want to jump into my Baron tomorrow. I normally it might be throwing off my thing here, but I might have to jump into the Baron, because you're gonna blow me out of smithereens with that thing. $2024 will hopefully be stable enough for the next tour. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure, because like I said, when I was reading through the Discord with Air Manager, they was saying they probably 3-4 months out before they even get to the app. Now, that's kind of based off of whatever they got going on, but I'm hoping it's sooner though. Let's see here. Let me go into the Discord real quick. So so you are saying that it is, let's do this here. Where is my dude. let's copy that, and then we'll try to drop it into the Discord. I mean, into the live chat now. I just want to make sure that everything is good here. Let's copy that. Let's turn this down. And let's paste that. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Hold on a second. Oh man, hold on. Why did you not? Hidden or why I want to do it? Let me test something real quick. Nope, that ain't. Why is it not doing that? Okay, hey Jack, I'll tell you what. When I get done with the this stream here, I'm gonna fix that, and I'm probably gonna have to redo the link in the description. So, because for some odd reason I can't seem to get my link to work here like it's supposed to. Strange. Very, very strange. I'll tell you what, let's do this here. There we go. Generate a new link. I don't know why I did that. Okay. This thing is acting weird right now. Well, I won't hold you guys no more looking at me trying to fix something. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down. I hope you guys enjoyed this flight. We are headed to Page tomorrow, and it's gonna be fun times. Same time, same place, and we will catch you on the next one. This is Cardboard Sim signing out.